Calorimetry. So by the term calorimetry we mean the process by which we find the amount of heat lost by a body and the amount of heat gained by another body. The container that is used to carry out this process of calorimetry is called calorimeter. So for an isolated system, by the term isolated system we mean to that system which is not having any exchange of heat with its surroundings. Now if the different parts of an isolated system are at different temperatures, then heat flows from a part at higher temperature to a part at lower temperature. And this flow of heat continues until the temperature of all the parts becomes equal. So here, when there is no leakage or there is no transfer of heat to the surroundings, then of an isolated system, the heat lost by a part is equivalent to the amount of heat gained by another part that is receiving the heat. So basically the principle of calorimetry is heat lost is equivalent to heat gained if there is no transfer of heat is to the surroundings. So in this calorimetry, the container, the vessel that is used to take normally the liquid that is taken in calorimeter is water. So here we are having water that will receive heat as well as some heat will be received by that container. Now as when heat will be received by the calorimeter, means by the that metallic container which is normally of copper. So this heat that will be received by the container by the calorimeter plus some amount of heat will be taken by the water. So we will have to consider two bodies which are receiving heat. The material of that calorimeter means calorimeter itself and water. So what we do in this process, we convert the mass of that calorimeter into water equivalent. By the term water equivalent of a calorimeter, we mean that mass of water which will behave as the calorimeter towards heat. Means if some amount of heat is increasing the temperature of the whole calorimeter by 1 degree Celsius, so then water equivalent of this calorimeter will be that mass of water which will be having its temperature increased by the same amount of heat which is increasing the temperature of calorimeter by 1 degree Celsius. So that mass of water whose temperature will also be increased by that amount of heat by 1 degree Celsius. So of what mass of water that calorimeter is behaving like is called water equivalent. And water equivalent in grams is calculated as mass of calorimeter in grams into specific heat of the material of calorimeter. Such as if we have a calorimeter of mass 400 gram. So this is the mass of calorimeter. So what will be the water equivalent of this calorimeter of 400 gram of copper? So then water equivalent of it will be equivalent to mass of that calorimeter, means mass of that copper calorimeter, into the specific heat of calorimeter in calories. Here the specific heat will be taken in CGS, means it will be taken in calorie per gram degree Celsius. So if we have a copper container of mass 400 gram, so then how much will be its water equivalent? So that water equivalent will be calculated as, so mass of copper 400 into specific heat of copper, it is about 0.1 calorie per gram degree Celsius in CGS, or it is 390 joule per kilogram degree Celsius in SI. So here we have to take this value of C in CGS system in calories. So 400 gram into specific heat is 0.1 calorie per gram degree Celsius. So here this water equivalent will come out to be 400 into 0.1, it means 40 gram nearly. We are just taking an approximate value, otherwise the specific heat in calories of copper is slightly lesser, it is 0.92 calories. So we have just rounded it off. So a copper container of mass 400 gram will behave as 40 gram of water. So water equivalent of a 400 gram of calorimeter is 40 gram. So if we are taking some mass of water in a calorimeter, so then we will add in such a calorimeter of 400 gram, we will add this 40 gram to the mass of water as. Why? Because it is the water equivalent of that calorimeter, and then we won't have any information, we won't have any mention of the material mass or specific heat of that calorimeter. That will now be left. So this is about water equivalent. So now in calorimetry, the basic principle is heat lost by a system is equivalent to heat gained by a system. And this loss of heat or the gaining of heat will continue until the temperature of the two becomes equal. So let we have two bodies, body A and body B. These two bodies are at different temperatures, TA and TB, and TA is higher than TB. Then what will happen? When these two bodies will be kept in contact, then heat will flow from body A to body B. And how long this heat will flow from body A to body B? It will flow till the temperature of the two becomes equal. So let the equilibrium temperature or common temperature is TE. Now, mass of body A is MA, its specific heat is CA. Mass of body B is MB, its specific heat is CD. So normally this body A will be solid and body B will be water, and here the mass MB that we have considered will be MB will be the mass of water plus water equivalent. So here we have taken that water equivalent of the calorimeter also in consideration, and we have added it to the mass of water. So here what will happen? So in equilibrium, heat lost by body A will be equivalent to heat gained by body B. So what amount of heat will be lost by body A? So on account of losing heat, will there be any change in the mass of the body A? No. Specific heat of body A? No change. No. What will change on account of transfer or losing heat to body B? The temperature will change. Temperature will reduce of body A and let it reduces from TA to TE. Then heat lost by body A will be MA CA TA minus TE. So temperature of body B, temperature of body A is reducing from TA to TE. So heat will be lost by body A will be MA CA TA minus TE. And at the same time, body B will gain heat, and this heat gained by body B will be MB, CB, and what will be the change in temperature? So initially the temperature of body B is TB, and on account of gaining heat, this temperature will increase. Let it increases from TB to TE. It will surely increase from TB to TE. So TE minus TB. This will be the gain in temperature on account of gain in heat by body B. Or it will be MACATA minus MACATE equivalent to MBCBTE minus MBCBTB. So now we can use this process of calorimetry either to find specific heat of material A, to find specific heat of body A. So what we need to do? We need to take this CA common. So when CA will be taken common, then from this equation, CA will be equivalent to MB CB TE minus TB upon MA TA minus TE. So using this relation, we can find the specific heat capacity of the material of body A. Now, if we need to find the specific heat of body B, means the water that is there in the container, or in place of water, as we know the specific heat of water, so normally it is not asked for water, it is asked for different other liquids can be taken. So in order to find the specific heat of body B, to find the specific heat of body B, and this body B will be a liquid. One of the two has to be a liquid. So for finding the specific heat of body B, again using the same equation, CB. So we will have this CB on one side, and then will transfer MB and TE minus TB to other side. So CB equivalent to MA CA TA minus TE upon MB TE minus TB. So using this relation, we can find the specific heat of the body B, which will normally be a liquid. And the question can be regarding finding the equilibrium temperature. If body A is at temperature, initially at temperature TA, body B is initially at temperature TB, when these two are kept in contact, then what will be the equilibrium temperature? What will be the common temperature? So, we can be asked to find this TE. So then, what we'll do? So now we are going for getting a relation for finding the equilibrium temperature. For finding equilibrium or common temperature. So as we have to find equilibrium temperature TE, so what we do, we will be having the terms of TE on one side. So transferring this term onto the right, and the other term that is not of TE on the other side. So what we do, we transfer this MACA TE onto that right side, and from right we will bring this MB CB TB onto left side. So MA CA TA plus MB CB TB equivalent to MACATE plus MBCBTE. And now as we have to find TE, so we will remain this left hand side as it is, and we'll take TE common from the right hand side. So TE is taken common. So we will be having MACA plus MBCB. So in the left hand side we have MACATA plus MBCBTB. So to find this value of TE, what we'll do? So MACATA plus MBCBTB upon MACA plus MBCB will give us TE. So in order to get the equilibrium temperature of the mixture of A and B, what will be the common temperature? What will be their equilibrium temperature? So the equilibrium temperature will be calculated by the relation MACATA plus MBCBTB upon MACA plus MBCB. So using this process of calorimetry, we can find a specific heat out of the two of any one. The specific heat of material A or a specific heat of material B, or we can also find using the same process of calorimetry the equilibrium temperature when A and B are kept in contact.